So hi there guys, welcome to the array series. ठीक है, today we learn how to find the largest three elements of an array, right? So you would have seen like the largest element or the largest two elements, but largest three elements of an array. Today we'll see कैसे उसको करते हैं, right? So for example, you're given this array. Let's visualize this. Right, so you're given this array 10, 4, 3, 50, 23 and 90, right? And you are told that you need to find the largest three elements of this array, right? Largest three elements of this array. Now, logically, if you see over the array, you see that the largest element is 90, then the second largest is 50, and the third largest is 23, right? But to do this, to code this out, we have two techniques. Either you could do it manually or you could sort it and then easily retrieve last k three elements, right? So let's see how to do it manually. What we need to do in manually, what we'll do is that we'll traverse the whole array first. In manually, we'll traverse the whole array first and we'll declare three variables, right? So we'll declare three variables: largest, second largest, and third largest, right? Largest, second largest, and third largest. And whenever an element is greater than largest, we'll store this element in largest. ठीक है, और जो एलिमेंट पहले से लार्जेस्ट में था उसको सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट एलिमेंट में स्टोर करेंगे, और जो पहले से सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट में था वो थर्ड लार्जेस्ट में स्टोर हो जाएगा. ठीक है, सो मैं वापस एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. सो फॉर एग्जांपल यू हैव these variables: largest, second largest and third largest. ठीक है, हम लोग अभी एक रॉ ट्रेवर्सल मारते हैं अभी इसके ऊपर. ठीक है, डोंट वरी, विल कवर एवरीथिंग. सो फॉर एग्जांपल यू एनकाउंटर्ड 10. ठीक है, अब पहले से लार्जेस्ट के अंदर ज़ीरो है, ये भी ज़ीरो है, ये भी ज़ीरो है, ये भी ज़ीरो है. यू आर एनकाउंटर्ड 10, राइट? सो 10 इज़ ग्रेटर देन लार्जेस्ट, राइट? सो 10 इज़ ग्रेटर देन लार्जेस्ट, 10 इज़ ग्रेटर देन ज़ीरो, बराबर है. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इसको लार्जेस्ट में स्टोर कर देंगे. तो ज़ीरो नाउ बिकम्स 10, राइट? देन व्हाट यू डू इज़ दैट यू गो ऑन टू द सेकंड एलिमेंट. इज़ 4 ग्रेटर देन 10? नो, right? So we go on, is 4 greater than 10? No, right? So now what we do is that we compare it with the second largest element. Is 4 greater than 0? Yes. So we copy it to the second largest. So this will become 4 now. Okay. Now we see this one, 3. Is 3 greater than 10? No. Is 3 greater than 4? No. Is 3 greater than 0? Yes. So we copy it to the third largest element. This will become 3. The third largest element will be 3 now. Now we come to 50, right? Now we come to 50. Now we see, is 50 greater than 10? Yes, right? So what we do is that we store 50 here, right? We store 50 here. Now what happens is that you need to think logically, right? What would happen to the 10, right? अभी ये array में 4 is not the second largest. The second largest would be 10 till here, right? Till here the second largest would be 10. So what you do is that you copy 10 and you place it here. So 4 now would become 10, right? And then the third largest element till here is 4, right? So you copy 4 and you place it instead of here. So now it becomes 4, right? So whenever you are changing the largest element, right, whenever you're changing the largest element, you need to store the existing largest element in the next element. So for example, largest का second largest में चला जाएगा, एंड सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट का थर्ड लार्जेस्ट में चला जाएगा, राइट. This is how it would work. Let's code this. Let's code this. So we'll declare two arrays. uh we'll we'll declare two arrays, right? um Not two arrays, sorry, three variables. We'll declare three variables. Int largest equals to 0, right? And second large, let's take small names. Int L equals to 0, int second largest equals to 0, and int third largest equals to 0, right? And then what you do is that you traverse the array for int I equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, right? ठीक है. और उसके बाद में what we'll do is that yeah, we'll pretty much compare if r I is greater than L, right? If r I is greater than L, then first of all SL would be then first of all second largest would third largest would equals to second largest, right? Second largest is equals to largest, and largest would equals to r of I. ठीक है, ठीक है. else if your r is greater than second largest, your third largest would be second largest, and your second largest is equals to, and your second largest will be your r of I, right? else if your r of I is greater than, let's say, third largest, right? Your third largest would be your r of I, and then I think you would just sort of print L and largest, second largest, and third largest. I think so this should work. This should work. Let's see how it goes, right? So what we'll do is that we will run this code. Yeah, let's run this code. Maybe, yeah. So we get the three largest elements, right? So we get the three largest elements. So this is working. We'll repeat what we just saw, right? We'll repeat what we just saw. Let's suppose you have a 4-element array, right? Not a big one. You have 10, you have 50, you have 4, and you have 90, right? We declared three variables. Yeah, we declared three variables: L, SL, TL, right? So we have largest, second largest, third largest. What happens is we are traversing the whole array one by one. Initially these are 0, right? What I do is that I compare if 10 is greater than L. Is it greater than L? Yes, it is, right? So we'll cut this and 10 becomes the largest now. Before cutting this, 0 becomes the second largest here, and this becomes the third largest here. Now here no difference is seen because the starting point is 0 for everyone, right? Then we come to 50, right? Is 50 greater than 10? Yes, 50 is greater than 10. Now what we'll do is we'll shift. Now it's like मतलब 10 एक टाइम पर लार्जेस्ट था, लेकिन अभी 50 सबसे लार्जेस्ट है, तो 10 विल बिकम द सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट, So 10 becomes the second largest, right? And 0 transfers once again here. So this is 0. So now this becomes 50, right? And then you have 4, right? Is 4 greater than 50? No. Is 4 greater than 10? No. Is 4 greater than 0? Yes. So what we do, 0 will become 4, right? As you can like see in the code as well. If ri is greater than third largest, then you just equate third largest with your ri, right? And then you have 90, right? 90 is greater than 50. Of course, that's a fact. Now what we'll do, कि 90 comes here at 50, or 50 cut jayega, and what happens is that 50 will now be transferred to the second largest. So instead of 10, now 50 is the second largest, and 10 gets transferred to third largest. So instead of 4, your third largest is 10, and the largest one is 90. So that is how the first manual sorting is, right? That is how the first manual sorting is. We got the correct answer as well. In the second one, you could do this in a very efficient manner in just like 2 lines of code, right? So for instance, what you could do is that for you could sort, right? So you could sort the whole array, right? uh, let me explain you. uh, so you have array 10, 100, 50, 6. So what you do is that you sort it. You sort it to get 6, 10, 50, 100. And because you need the largest 3 elements, you print out the last 3 elements, right? Because it's in the ascending order. The largest ones would be the one that are present in the last ones, right? So yeah, so we sort it. Sort r comma r plus n, right? So we are giving the range, and see out. Yeah, you could pretty much use the same thing here once again. Yeah, and we could just comment this out, and we could just run the sort thing. Let it just a minute. Yeah, because these need to be declared, right? Oh yeah, sorry, I haven't reassigned them. So L would now be r of n minus 1, right? Then SL would be r of n minus 2, and TL would be r of n minus 3, right? Um, let me show you. So this was the sorted array, something like this. I mean, just take an example. If this is a sorted array and your n is the total number of elements, right? N is equals to 4, right? N is the total number of elements. Because this is a 0 indexed array, your index would always be n minus 1, right? Whatever index you need to have, that will always be 1 less than the actual number of numbers there, right? So your largest index would be 3, that is n minus 1. Your second largest would be n minus 2, that would be 4 minus 2, that is 2, and the third largest would be 4 minus 3, that is 1. Yeah, so we print it, and I think it should work now. So this was a was a brief, a deep dive down on how to find largest three elements of an array. Thank you.